Welcome, you beautiful bastards. I missed you. I'm happy to have you back. Assuming that you're still watching this slightly outdated channel. We got a special treat for you today. This is me and my buddy Reaper playing Fasting Senna and Heimerdinger in the bot lane. We have been having a lot of fun with it. Primarily, Reaper is my support. He mostly supports. And so it's really nice to be, hey, you can carry, take the farm, do your thing. Like, it's just fun. It's a nice little switch. I think. I could be wrong. Who knows? Let's zoom out a little bit. And we're mostly going to be focusing him, even though I am on an awesome galloping horse. I called him John Bon Pony. Because why not? So, my buddy Heimer likes to do things a little bit different than most Heimers. That would start, say, just with the turret for the early push, or just with the W for the early harass. He goes with the E start to try and set up chunk plays. It's a very high risk, high reward style. Not even close to as safe as anything else. But when you're able to land that stun into instant root combo, you can understand the pick. Like, that worked really, really well. So of course the Fasting Senna build is Senna's passive. You pick up souls as minions die. If you didn't kill the minion, there's a way higher chance of a soul popping up. You get those souls and you just start scaling it to 3 stats. So that is why Fasting Senna is actually almost better than ADC Senna, because you get 2 people fed with stats for the price of nothing. Basically, it's pretty awesome. So I'm going to be in charge of warding, and I'm going to be heavily judging myself. We are into 2 people at who are also into high bronzes, like bronze 1 into silvers. So again, Buddy is unranked. I think he's like level 37, and I'm currently bronze 1. So we are doing a very even matchup, as they've got like double high bronze to silvers versus bronze and under. So I took a pretty good chunk, but they ended up going with the early heal to try and do a trade. I keep hitting the fucking Rel by accident instead, which kind of sucks. They've hit 2, we cannot engage any further. I ended up autoing that minion just to try and speed up my Q timer, so I can get some heals on it. Beautiful stun, and we're going to go back to that one. Buddy is really, really good at finding these hitboxes. So we know that the heal is down, so we know that they can't quickly turn a play off of a heal, and that Tristan's flash is also gone still from earlier. She moves just a little bit too close. Gets tagged right in the center. Split the upright perfectly with that W. We're in. Rel engaged to try and protect. Now she has to burn her flash to get on out. Meanwhile, they jumped in to fight amongst these towers against the Heimer turrets. Heimer turrets are just going to keep the pressure going. Now, unfortunately, we have been so preoccupied with trading that we have, like, no wards up, and we have no CS either, really. Like, 3 minutes in, and we've got, like, nothing. But we do have a kill, so that's nice. Double assist onto the Heimer. It's still gold. It would have been better if it would have gone onto him, but I'll take it. I'm just going to get some really quick gold by shooting this tower. I should get a ward up soon. Why am I not warding? Oh, because they're cooldown. We burnt all the wards. So right now, look at this. Rel is aggressively moving up this low in health. You know that their jungler's there. Don't do this. Don't do this. Like, okay, she's here, they're just standing. Suddenly she's running. Because Rammus is coming. Like, you just gave away the entire fucking thing that there's a Rammus here. Like, the whole thing. There was no point. No point at all in that. Quite honestly, Udyr comes running up, tags onto this Garen. Riven's having a bad time. I mean, Riven does lose really hard to Garen if played at equal skill levels. Now, Heimer never really has any mana when he's in lane, because he's very, very aggressive with it. Like, extraordinarily aggressive. Which is why he went with the biscuits, why he went with the, what you call it? Why can I never remember the names of these things? Manifold Man. That's the one! And because he likes taking inspiration. I'm a big fan of taking, like for myself, I take a different build, of course. And of course, that is the thing with Trist's rocket jump, is that it is front-loaded. Which means that if you tag her with a stun or a root, as long as you press W, she's still going. And you can't do nothing about it. Beautiful combo into the Trist. Yeah, I get stunned, but they don't have any follow-up. Trist took a massive amount of damage. Unfortunately, with Heimer being completely we can't really keep the pressure up either. But we can always fall back to the turret. So really, we can keep them under tower and keep them into last hitting. But they're actually last hitting really, really well. We have a ward up. They have to stay in lane to try and push this out because we have definite lane prio. So that means that even though we just showed up over a ward, we can go for this. Because they're stuck trying to push out. They don't want to give up the XP, don't want to give up the gold, and leave you in a bad spot. So we're able to take this. Rammus didn't even attempt. What is he going to do with this amount of health? Nothing. So we know that they're here. I got the E up, so we're not targetable. Heimer's taking a little bit of damage, but he got one of these towers down. Udyr was still here. Like, that's the thing. I don't fully understand why these guys thought to try and really engage when they knew that we had just taken Dragon. If we had just taken Dragon, it means that there's a jungler. It's a 2v3, no matter how you force it. So, now we've got 3 kills onto an Udyr. All of his kills have occurred because he went bot lane. All of them. Like, he is 3-0-0, and it all happened from us setting up this play and us setting up this. Like, down here, into this fight. We're the money lane, and he knows this now. And if you're the money lane for your jungler, expect your jungler to keep showing up. Because we do have a bunch of slows, CC, good ways of kind of making things going. This Fizz is somehow having an absolutely terrible time into this tower, which is very unexpected. Did not need to flash into that, was going to get him regardless, but you're level 5, Rammus. You ain't doing shit, my man. So, we are back into here. They are pinging out. They've got a ward over here. We are going to need to eventually clear. I still haven't backed. I have like 100% greeted this shit. And I should not be greeting this shit. Like, I really shouldn't. Like, why am I greeting this shit? So, as you can see, the standard build for Heimer is maxing out. And that is because that your grenades here, they don't actually go up that crazy in damage when you compare to the cooldown, because the cooldown doesn't change. It's just your 11 seconds basically the whole time. Damage goes up a little bit. Your W, the cooldowns go down. Like, it actually does cool down for way more trades, and the damage does get pretty good, and it's way better at pushing the minions. But as you can tell, Heimer isn't missing a lot of the E's, so it's a pretty good amount of consistent damage. He's at least tagging all the time with something. And then not maxing the turrets all just to kind of keep them going, because really, unless they're double melee, they're not going to be close enough to your turrets to really have them do too much damage. I almost accidentally took some minions, and so I had to cancel my auto attack. But again, we're basically and dropping a mega turret just to super siege onto the tower. Not necessary, but it is good for a couple quick plays. Especially because the cooldown's not too crazy long on it. Not too crazy long. A little dangerous to be here without any mana at all. Just let the towers, like the little Heimer turrets, are doing a good job of keeping away from crashing too much. So I have finally backed and bought new Quiver and Zerker Greaves, and my item upgraded, so I was able to get my control ward and then change over my sweeper. My warding has not been good this game. They have a lot of double jumps to get in. I don't think that Heimer needed to flash that, but it's better safe than sorry. I did have ult, so I would have been able to get the shield on him, ready to go. I just want here, I don't necessarily want them waiting for a double jump engage. And I am autoing the wave, not to kill anything, but just to keep the wave, or my Q cooldowns down. Every time you auto-attack something with Senna, your Q timer gets reduced by a second. So, in comes Rammus, hit him with the W. He is now trapped in all of the turrets, taking a mega fuck ton of damage. Like that Heimer turret basically just killed everybody. I stole that kill. I maybe could have got the snipe off. I'm actually going to double check that. Snipe's doing 336. She's sitting at that, but she's got armor. It would have been super close and maybe not worth it. So just hold it for later, but I might have been able to. So at this point now we can just help out the Udyr and get some individual XP and gold onto the Heimer to really accelerate them even further. Like I said, their enemy bot lane is actually higher ranked than us, but we are just playing the combo a little bit better. So Riven's not having a great time. It's the Garen. Yep, that's basically how that works. Yep. So back to Heimer Watch. So I am aggressively forcing because I feel pretty strong and I wanted to crash the wave for the full reset, right? If you don't crash the wave is going to freeze against you and you're going to be funneling XP over to the enemy. You want to crash the wave. That way it'll bounce back when the turret starts hitting it. It'll speed the wave, and now the wave is moving in our favor. And it's going to stop and attack these Heimer turrets, keeping itself, basically, from being able to let them do too much on it. Now they don't really have that much time on our tower. Like, okay, you can get a couple of attacks off, and that's it. You didn't even take the full tower. And now Heimer's here with his turrets up to push things back again. So Udyr is trying to help top as much as he can. Talon is doing actually quite well into this hit. Take another quick ward down. My bush. This is my bush. And that's the thing. Into this fasting Senna Heimer combo, we're going to check my stats. I got 44 stats. It's giving me 33 extra damage, 50 extra range, 23 crit. That feels good. That feels very good. Heimer finally has lost chapter built. and he is definitely having less issues with mana. Big chunk just goes down onto this Tristana. I probably could snipe her, but I just can't see her health bar. Just can't see it. But we're back to sieging, getting some free tower plays. I don't know what Rel thinks she can do. Like, I think the answer is nothing. Another, and we got that last turret plate. Well, maybe we missed it, actually. Did we get it? I want to see if we got this thing right before the plates fell. No, we did not. Not even close, actually. Huh, for some reason I thought that was closer than it was, but it wasn't. That's alright. So, Heimer is keeping the farm going. I'm keeping the collecting of the little majiggers going. Again, we are just double swinging on every time they even attempt to move. Quick tower down. At this point, it's cannon wave. We could go back. We see that Udyr is in the jungle. I go to set this up. I go, wait a minute. This is bad news bears. Let's give him the E for speed, give him the shield. I got buster shot by the Tristana back. But we were able to get this going on for the Udyr. I don't really know what that W is all about, but at this point I'm like, he's got it. I'm fine. I'm just going to heal him. Didn't even need it. Did not really have to do much. I mean, he's 7-0-0. I can't believe he actually gave me the last hit on that ward. Like, props, buddy. Feels good. Bit of a jungle gap going on this game. Actually, it's a mid gap, it's bot gap, it's gap. And I had already prepped that crab for Udyr, ready to go. Meanwhile, Heimer is just aggressively going in with the super turret. Just turbo pushing everything. At this point, the waves are so pushed up that we can fall back and they just simply can't siege just because of where the waves are. That's close. So Garen's coming in.
Smaller than the diagram.
I know he's over here somewhere. There's a Ramoose. The Ramoose runs away bravely. Talon goes in really hard. Get the quick heal on him. Unfortunately, no ults up on our team. Ignites down, flashes down. Udyr comes running in. He's going to be a big old distraction. Getting in the middle of him. Just getting that Phoenix damage off. Get the quick burn. Unfortunately, we're able to take him down. Able to hit that Fizz. I'm trying to chase, but unfortunately, I'm doing it again. I got 2,100 gold on me that I am just not fucking spending. I'm spending way too much time helping push and picking up minions than doing anything of value with my gold. And if I would have actually spent that gold for Kraken Slayer and started getting into Rage Knife, we probably would have been able to actually kill at least one or two of them. But I don't have damage right now. I simply just exist. Yeah, right now I have enough gold for Finish Kraken Slayer and Rage Knife. A bit bitter of myself, to be honest. Yeah, finish Kraken Slayer, Rage Knife, another day. Because I got 63 stacks in 17 minutes. Yeah, it's not great, but it's not terrible. But I got 75 extra range, 47 extra damage, 30% crit. I like that. I like all of that. You combine that with the fact that I've got 20 crit off of this, and it feels really good. And then my crit goes into on-hit damage, And that's how you super scale the Senna. Also, your Q puts down Kraken Slayer procs. So right now, I pretty much exist to pick this shit up. Rammus thinks that he can go in a 2v3. Nobody's health really changed that much. And I'm just auto-attacking so I get my Q up again. So they go with the flank. I totally whiffed my fucking W. Embarrassingly bad. Big ult for the shields. Going in for more heals again. Heimer's turrets are putting out a godly amount of fucking damage. Especially when you consider the fact that he does have the Andrews now. And look at their bot lane. Doesn't even have a finish item. Lock it on the support. Nothing on the ADC. Rammus flashes for some reason to get the taunt onto Udyr. But remember, we heal. So at this point here, Garen's up, If's up, Rel's up, and they're going to have home guards. A little too dangerous to stay, so we push it back. We set up a turret just to slow the wave. I've been fighting for so long that I haven't bought any more control wards. So now I'm just doing a quick sweep. Oh, hang on, found them all. Hit him with the quick stun. Get some roots off. Now, I realize I have randoms where Udyr is attempting to take fucking Rift. Riven's coming back, Heimer's coming back, Talon's coming over here. I have ran very far away, trying to get my heals going on. But the thing is, they just chased into a 3v4 as we got quick Rift, as Baron spawns. So we get Baron at 20 minutes spawn. Like, yeah, they've got a ward in the pit. Are they going to do anything about it? Rammus doesn't have flash. He wasted flash over here trying to jump on the Udyr. If he tries to run around, he's going to get CC'd into oblivion. There's really nothing they can do for that. It's just kind of ours. Serpent's Fang build, actually, onto the Talon. Very interesting. I like Serpent's Fang. Because it deals extra damage to shielded targets. And if you were looking at, you know, the Bells getting shields, Rammus has got some shields, Garen's got the ability to pop a shield yet too. It works really, really fun. It is strangely fun. The Andrew's done a lot of damage on the burn. We didn't really get anything off of that, but we tried. Alright. Just gotta quickly pop some more wards. We now have finished Ginsu's. So yes, all of my on-hit stuff is all of my attacks. My Qs do 160 extra damage. And my third attack procs it twice. And I do 141 true damage off every third hit off my Kraken Slayer. So right now, my every third attack is doing this 160 on hit twice, plus this 142 true damage twice, plus this on all the other hits, plus my regular damage. It's pretty good. Okay, did they go wrong there, or did we do well? What's the... Huh. So we're baroned up. There's the fish. Rammus is taking blue. Okay. Now he's going to do his jungle while we are sieging mid with Baron. Why are you attempting to take your jungle when we are sieging mid with Baron? So Heimer gets Heimer turret plus the big stun. They were just there, but they didn't engage while the turret was still under, and now that the turret is down, they decided, hey, let's force a 4v5 without our turret. Meanwhile, Rammus is just useless as shit. Why would you force a 4v5 when your turret goes down. And now Rammus just kind of runs away. We have another free open at him. Garen's up. Because remember, these death timers are not long. It's 22 minutes into the game. Rammus has been stacking armor, as Rammuses do. However, we have an insane amount of damage coming out from this constant burning Heimer and turrets. And actually a lot from the Udyr Phoenix Stones. Really good rel ults. Unfortunately, we're just too fucking ahead. You're just too ahead. Trying to give some shields. Trying to give them a little bit of heals. We may have turbo into that, but we were able to get the kill down. So, like I said, these guys were ranked above us. This Tristana rel is considered a more powerful combination ran by higher ranked players. But we played it really good early, and the big thing is, jungle gap happened. Honestly, Udyr didn't really come bot that much, which is weird, because we gave him his first 3 kills of the game. You would have think he would have gone back more, but I guess, in fairness, yes, we had them constantly push to turret, but the thing is, if they're pushed to turret, and you're a tanky Udyr, that's when you dive them under turret. We take really quick early aggro, go all in. We got heals on a Senna, we got stuns on a Heimer with turrets to drop down and get damage going. We've got shields coming off Senna ult. Udyr's got mass tank stats, plus he's got his own shields, plus he's got the ability to lifesteal, bear slap, plus the burns. We should have been doing a lot of turret dives, but you know what? They ended up a grand total of 0, 14, and 5 in that lane. So, you know what? Don't kick a man when he's too far down. Yep, don't do that. It's bad news bears right there. I'm kind of curious. Serpent's Fang dealt damage one time and only one time. Maybe not the best buy, but it does have lethality. I think he would have been better off buying any other lethality item in retrospect. These are some big old beefy boys battling around here. Blocked a bit of damage. 2200 off the burn from Leandries. 1086 off the Kraken. I wish this gave me what I had. I didn't even scale that high. Here I'm actually content with my vision score. I'm very content with this vision score. I'm good with it. No complaints. Let's check the overall damage numbers of this. This one? This one. Check the graphs here. So, yeah, Heimer did by far the most in the game. By far. Then Talon, then myself, then the Udyr, and then the Sad Riven. Their bot lane did less damage combined than our Udyr did, or I did. They did combined about 3 times less than our Heimer. Rough. That's rough. Yeah. So, anyways, notes on this one would be, you know what? I didn't play like a total bitch. I hit some pretty okay skill shots, but I would say my back timings were truly fucking terrible. And I have a tendency of sitting on way too much gold when it doesn't help in my pocket. It doesn't matter if I'm fed if I haven't spent it. You're not fed if you haven't spent shit. So I need to get really, really better at actually spending gold. So we are going to work on that. Heimer, I don't know if the Emax is the right build just because the cooldown doesn't get any less, but you hit so many of them for the damage that it feels good. I mean, maybe experiment with a W max just to see if you're able to trade out more, but at the same time, Heimer's burning through mana so fucking fast that I wonder if there's actually value in the W max or if you just be straight immediately. I'm really not actually sure about that. Well, anyways, that's been me. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this one as well. If not, as always, go fuck yourselves.